Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wawa, and I'm back for game number 2 of this best of 3 series. It is still coming in from the Blizzcon 2011 event. We have MTW Dimaga, who will be spawning at the top right corner of the map as the red Zerg. His opponent is gonna be BratOk, who will be spawning at the bottom left corner of the map as the blue Terran. Map we have right now is Starcraft Caverns. It is a 1v1 map. We have 2 Seneca Towers in the middle, and this map is pretty different from game number 1, which is a 4-player map. This is a much smaller map where early rushes and early harass builds are pretty much more viable. Like, let's say for example, if you're gonna go for like Hellion harassments, Blue Hellion harassments, a 7 Roach Rush, or 6 Pool, or Roach Ling all in place. It's pretty useful in this map, but I don't know though. I highly doubt that we're gonna see that because both of these players already know what each other playstyles is, because they have a pretty good history with each other. As for starters, like they qualified through the same qualifier or through the same BlizzCon Invitational qualifiers, which was the Eastern Europe qualifiers. They took 1 and 2 of that tournament respectively, and they did quite well, and this is where we are right now. By the way, this is the losers round of the BlizzCon, if you guys are not aware of it yet. So whoever loses this best of 3 series is gonna go home empty-handed, or maybe they have some money in there. I'm pretty sure Blizzard is gonna give them at least $500 for just making the trip, and then they get free trip, free hotel, and they get to experience BlizzCon, which is always awesome. I would absolutely love to go to one of those BlizzCons and I don't know, one of these days, hopefully. But anyways, here we go. We have a hatchery going down right here for Dimaga. This is a 50 hatchery, so this is pretty risky in my standards because this map is indeed a very rush map. But then again, Dimaga, again, he pretty much knows already what BratOk is planning, as we are gonna see nothing really special right here for BratOk. Just going for a typical no more opening right here, walling off with 2 supply depots and a barracks right there as well. Spawning pool is gonna come in after the extractor, so he is gonna have more gas whenever he whenever he has 100 gas. He's gonna be able to research speed just right after the spawning pool is completed, so that's gonna be actually a pretty good timing right there as well. Hatchery is almost done right here for Dimaga as well. And what do we have over here? We have a factory going down for BratOk. So this is gonna be pretty interesting as what he is gonna do with that factory, what he is gonna attach with this barracks. Most likely it is gonna be a reactor, so we are gonna see some Hellion harassments here, or I'm assuming it's gonna be Hellion harass because it is pretty much the most popular build lately. And oh, we have some drones already being pulled off the line as there are a couple of Marines on the field. So BratOk was actually just a little bit of faking all-in push again, like he did a while ago. Which barely, it was nothing at all actually. But here he actually committed 2 Marines to the opposite side of the map and forced Dimaga to pull off a lot of those drones. Very nice play right here by BratOk. That's a small victory for BratOk, delaying a little bit more minerals, but then again, in the long run, it's not gonna be as effective, I guess, or it doesn't really matter. We have a good number of Zergs here on the field as well, so I guess Dimaga was actually not feeling okay as well to just going for early expansions. But then again, it's pretty much typical to just go for a good number of Zergs just in case your opponent decides to push in and you can't really tell, especially if you have no scouting vision at all in the base of your opponent, as we do have another factory going down right here for BratOk. This is pretty interesting, and we do have another reactor going down. Wow, he is making a lot of Hellions. That is gonna be a true fact right there. Or maybe we are gonna see a lot of Hellions and then a lot of Marines as well. That barracks or that reactor is gonna stay attached to that barracks and just pump out a lot of Marines. I saw that a couple times already, but then again, I haven't really seen it to its fullest. I think 6jax Terran, or the former 6jax player Terran, aka Major, did that a long time ago, or on my previous cast. I don't really remember, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one who did that, and it didn't really turn out quite well for him, unfortunately. But anyways, here we go. 4 Hellions gonna be traversing the field. Look at that. That's a lot of Hellions being pumped out right now. 8 Hellions are on the field, and then we have 4 Hellions at the same time being produced as well. We have another command almost done right here as well for BratOk. So he is gonna try his best to just go for a lot of harassment. So we look at the Harvester tab. We have 22 against 21 in favor of the Red Zerg, just barely though. As here we go, the Roach is gonna be making all its way to the main base of BratOk right now. So this is what I'm talking about. He's gonna go for a timing push. That's actually gonna do some damage here inside the base of the BratOk. Is BratOk even prepared for this? The bunker is not done yet. The bunker is about to be done, and there you're gonna find that the bunker is completed. There's 3 Marines inside of that bunker, but then he's gonna try to his best to kill off all of these roaches as fast as possible. One supply depot is gonna get sniped. Very, very nice play. The supply depot did go down, but then there's only 4 roaches right here remaining. Those roaches are pretty low in HP as well, so they can just easily get killed off by those SCVs. If ever they try to chase them down, but still, wow, these roaches are still doing some damage, filling up a good number of SCVs and cleaning up all of those Hellions as well. We also did some run by. I did completely miss this run by right there by all of those Hellions. How many kills did he get? We have 6 kills on one of that Hellion. We have 10 kills on one of that Hellion. We also have 3 kills on the other Hellion as well. Wow, more drones are being roasted right here by BratOk as well. Very, very nice play. So he pretty much evens out all of his losses as it stands. We have 16 or 18 Harvesters for the Red Zerg's opponent, 17 Zergs, as 17 SCVs as well, excuse me. So it's pretty much still even out. We have a lot of units here still going to the opposite side of the map for BratOk right now. He might try to go for the finishing blow right here. That's a good number of Hellions, and there's some Marines right there at the back as well. Here we go. There's going to be a lot of damage being dealt right here inside the main base, but there is no drone at all inside that main base of Dimaga. Wow. He killed every drone right there inside of that. But then again, the rest of the drones of Dimaga are right there by the natural. So that's a little bit of goofy play right there. Not really doing a lot of damage in the main base. But anyways, everything's gonna get cleaned out right here by Dimaga as well. So very, very nice play right here by Dimaga, actually fooling BratOk that he has some income, or he has some mining units right there in his main base, but in fact he has none at his hands. 44 against 43 right now. More Hellions run by right here gonna be happening. Almost so many drones burning right here. Very, very nice play by BratOk. Not really relentless. He's pretty relentless on this push, right? The pushes that he has been doing. Very, very nice play. He has done some damage still though, but still though, Dimaga is still in the lead in food supply. We have 22 against 17 right now. So even though Dimaga is in the lead in food supply, it's pretty much some of it is majority on money or in army units, and not really in harvester units, as we do have 5 Hellions right here. Is he gonna go for another harassment play right here? Wow, this is gonna be pretty huge. If he gets those roaches off a group, they're gonna be really, really slow, and he can actually go for a run by. But then again, here we go. We have another army of roach right here at the front. We have a marauder there at the back though. So that marauder is gonna do some damage there on those roaches, as those roaches are pretty vulnerable to any marauders at all. But again, oh, those SCVs are trying their best to repair that supply depot. The supply depot is not gonna go down. Here we go, harassment again and the natural expansion. Oh my god, look at all those drones, really low in HP. Were they able to kill them all? I think I saw a couple of burning carcasses there behind that mineral line. I'm not sure how many though. Let's look at the harvester tab just in case. We have 33 harvesters right now for Dimaga against 23 harvesters for BratOk. So even though he lost a good number of units there, he's still ahead by 10, if you believe that. 10 harvester lead right there for Dimaga. 56 against 38 right now in the food supply. 2 gas going down right now here for Dimaga. And what do we have over here? We have an infestation pit going down as well. But we do have a starport on the way right now for BratOk as well, so he might get some medevac. I would assume it's going to be some medevacs and such, as he is getting a lot of infantry units right now. We have a marine marauder ball right now, and to complete things out, we are gonna see some medevacs. Yes indeed, 1 medevac is on the way right now. Another command center is on the way as well, as he's about to go for the natural expansion here. So he's gonna try to go for an early third here, as he just got that second expansion right now. We do have 2 Evo chambers going down right here for Dimaga, excuse me, and we might see some melee, or no, yeah, we might see some melee upgrade and also melee shield upgrade going down for Dimaga. I'm not sure though. There you go, melee attack and then shield carapace upgrade are going down. Those are both level 1s as well. That's gonna help him out that's gonna help him out with his banelings, I guess, to keep them alive a little bit longer and to do some damage as well. And also some Zerglings, which most likely will be his direct path after he gets that infestation pit up and running. He does have it up and running, but we do have fast aging plants still being researched, so he's gonna wait a couple more seconds before he starts making those infestors, as infestors are pretty gas heavy Still though, he's gonna cut up completely on using gas besides those infestors and upgrades most likely. Speed is just about to be done right here by Dimaga. Wow, that's a very late speed. 30 minutes in the game. He still has no speed at all. We will have a lot of Marines right here in the field as well with just one medevac though. So that Marine ball right there needs to be careful because once they get surrounded, they're going to be pretty much GG already. And they're going to get eaten alive as we do have the orbital command being morphed in here as well. That's going to be the third orbital command right there by BratOk as well. I'm not sure if that's kind of selfish because that's good. That base is going to be quite far if he ever lands it in a mining area. But then again, he might just leave it right there and might just go for those mule trick that Terran players are pretty prone of doing. It's just some Terrans just make a lot of command centers or orbital commands and just drop down mule after mule after mule. We had a little bit of drop right here. Wow, completely missed that. I wonder how much damage it did. Unfortunately, I cannot kill it on all those units that are in that medevac. 94 against 85 right now in favor of the red Zerg still. So right now both players are back to macro phase, but still though we do have a lot of infestors and a lot of Zergs being made right now. But still, BratOk macroing up. Oh, he's gonna try to go for a snipe here with a hatchery. It's not gonna happen though. Oh, good farm growth right there. He completely caught that medevac. But then again, is there enough energy for another farm growth? Doesn't look like it, as all of those murders are gonna get landed on the low ground, and I think the medevac is gonna get away. No, he's not gonna get away even. Oh my god, all of those units inside of that just get completely annihilated with the explosion of that medevac. Unfortunately for him, there are a couple of infested Terran in the field that does a lot of DPS, which is actually pretty good. 111 against 98 right now in favor of the red Zerg. Siege tank is almost done right here for BratOk, as well as more siege tanks are on the way, and also an arbiter going down here as well. Most likely he will research +1 attack for those units, because indeed the the siege tanks are already pretty hard already, so it's gonna take them a while to die. So that's why pretty much you should balance it with upgrading your attack with those siege tanks, and they're gonna do more massive damage if ever they get those upgrades, as we do have a push out right here by Dimaga. He's trying to go for an attack. Here we go. One infested Terran got cooked out right here, and the rest of the Zerg army are gonna come in here as well. So the rest of the Terrans are being cooked out all over, and the Fungal Group landing on a good number of Marines. And here we go. The Zerg is gonna come into frame right now, but then again, it's not even gonna be closest enough. All infestors have been killed. There's only a couple at the back right now, and the Roach army is not even gonna be close to being good against this Marine army with medevac healing it. They had to move back. Very nice play right there by Dimaga, completely killing off a lot of units. But then again, a better play right there by BratOk, I have to say, because he was able to defend against that. Very nice play. As it stands, we have 70 against 79 right now. Dimaga was in the lead a while ago before that clash happened, and now BratOk is in the lead. In a pretty good lead actually, and he is gonna do a little bit of push out here. Oh, very nice Fungal Growth right there, killing up so many Marines. A couple of Fungal Growth did land perfectly there. So Bastrielog, most likely he is gonna stop with his push right now, as he just lost so many Marines, but it looks like he's gonna chip some of the HP of that hatchery by the gold expansion, which is not really being mined, but I mean, it's still pretty much being used right here. Wow, look at that hold position on that siege tank. It's forcing itself to not attack those Zerglings, because if it does, it's gonna attack also all those Marines as well. Very good spread right here as well with these Marines. We need some mules on the field right now. We do have Ultralis Cavern on the way right here for Dimaga. This is gonna be pretty interesting as the cleanup job right here for Dimaga. Most likely he will be able to clean things up. But then more siege tanks are at the back of this army. Oh my god, there's a lot of siege tanks at the back. But a good Fungal Growth catching up all of those infested Terrans as well. It's not gonna be enough though, as there are a good number of stem Marines right here in the field. There's barely any defense right here as well for Dimaga, as we do have another orbital command right here at the top, or the 9 o'clock position of the map, just now being landed. I think that was the one that was here a while ago. So he's gonna try to go for a hidden base right here. So it's all gonna come down to luck if ever Dimaga doesn't see that, and maybe because that's why BratOk was covering all over the side of the map. But anyways, here we go. The hatchery is gonna get sniped off. He has to sacrifice that. Dimaga has to lose the hatchery. He has no choice. There's just too many ground coverage right here for BratOk right now, as there are some siege tanks right there as well on the high ground, which can barely be seen. I'm pretty sure the Zerglings cannot see that at all, as the third hatchery right here of Dimaga is completed, and cracklings are on the way right now. 3 Ultralis are on the way as well, with 26 Zerglings as well. This is gonna be a pretty interesting play As how is he gonna be able to utilize all of those Ultralisks, as Ultralisks are still pretty much considered underpowered in this game, and they really need a boost. And I think they're just waiting for the Hardened Storm upgrade, because they will get a couple of upgrades right there as well. Harvester tab, we have 39 against 41 in favor of the Zerg player, but barely in the lead though. And look at that, oh, so many mules being dropped down right here, doubling the mineral income of Dimaga. Very nice play right here by BratOk. This is pretty much where the power of the Terran shines, and that's why they make a lot of Marines, because Marines only need those minerals, and that's where Terran players are pretty much rich off, especially when they have a ton of mules like that. That's why they are pumping out a ton of Marines right now, and siege tanks are pretty much well placed right here. I'm so curious to see if Dimaga doesn't know about the space. Oh man, that's actually pretty bad, as he has no idea that is happening. He's still in his mind that BratOk is on 2 bases and 1 mining base remaining, so he's gonna have that psychology in his head that he's ahead, but then again, in fact, he is actually behind. Not really that behind, but still though, you would imagine that he's pretty much behind. Here we go, the medevac is gonna try to run away with his medevac, and a good phone growth right there. Is he gonna be able to follow up though? It doesn't look like he is, as there's barely energy here. There is some energy right there for those infestors, but then again, I don't think he's gonna be wasting it. And there you go, one more phone growth landing, and is he gonna finish things off? Looks like he is gonna get away. No, he did not. The queen said, no, you're not gonna go away in your dreams, boy. That's kind of funny. I thought he was gonna get away, and then that queen just tossed like a one lucky nail right there. Very funny play right there. But anyways, 155 against 131 right now in favor of Dimaga. Look at that, overlords are being spread all over the field, most likely to scout some hidden buildings, I guess, and to just poop out creep all over. Oh, we have siege tanks on the high ground. Here we go. Some specialists are to be cooked out right now, but then all those specialists did die though. But either way, it's pretty much a good exchange, as 2 siege tanks are gonna die as well. Here we go, the Marine Marauder army of BratOk are coming in the frame to kill off all those infested Terran. I think it's pretty much a waste, because you could have just waited to let that die. Anyways, here we go. Oh, a little bit of harassment right there by Dimaga as well. He has forced BratOk to stop his mining right there on the 9 o'clock position, because it is indeed unsafe, and it did put some units up there on the high ground. 168 against 144 right now. Cracklings are on the field. We have 2-2 upgrades on those units right now, and also +3 attack are on the way. Does the Ultralist have his upgrade? Doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah, it doesn't look like he has the shield upgrade or the armor upgrade of those Ultralists just yet. Let me see, let me confirm that in just a second. Ultralist, yeah, he doesn't have chitinous plating yet, so this might be pretty bad for him, as he does need those upgrades, complete upgrades, to maximize the power of his Ultralists, as they are now underpowered, still considered underpowered as actually. And looks like BratOk is gonna move up in just 1 second. Oh, some units right here coming in from the back. Very nice play, getting up so many units, but then there's a good number of Marauders right here that those Ultras are not really good at. And then Infestors are coming at the front. Wow, complete sandwich right here by BratOk. By Dimaga, very nice play, cleaning up all of those army of BratOk. BratOk has to move back right now, but then BratOk only needs to make a ton of Marauders, as there is barely any threat of Broodlords coming in anytime soon. So right now BratOk just needs to buy some time to mass up a lot of those Marauders and siege tanks as well. So that's pretty much the key of defeating Dimaga right now. If he has a ton of Marauders, he is gonna pretty much win this game, and gonna be able to tie it off to 1-1, and gonna force a 3rd game as well. Food supply wise, it is 102 against 73 in favor of the Zerg player. That's actually a good lead right there by Dimaga, but then he still needs to be careful, as these are Marauders. These Marauders are so good. He can just easily snap off a hatchery if he wants. So here we go, gonna focus fire on the hatchery, but then the Zerg is gonna come in the frame. Is he gonna be able to kill off the hatchery? Looks like he is, in a good front right there on all those Marauders as well. Very nice right here by BratOk, but then is it gonna be cost efficient though, as he did lose a lot of his army, and also losing all of this medevacs as well. Very nice play. It did kill off the mining base of BratOk though, of Dimaga, excuse me, and that's pretty much all the mining base he has, as this is barely, you can barely call that the mining base. Dimaga needs to expand very soon. Some siege tanks right there again on the high ground. Very nice play. That's actually forcing Dimaga to lose a lot of key units, especially infestors, He just clean things up on that high ground, but again, it doesn't look like he is going to be able to do it as well. Here we go, some Ultras are moving on the gold expansion of Dimaga, of BratOk, excuse me. Keep exchanging those names, I hate that. But yeah, that's gonna force Dimaga, it's gonna force BratOk to lift up all of his units and force his SCVs to move back to his main base. But again, here good drops are happening all over his field right now. Dimaga, are you gonna be able to kill off that medevac? The medevac is gonna get away. Doesn't look like it. Oh, look at that. Did you guys see that? That play was kind of funny because he unloaded all of them. But then at the last second, I think he was only at 5 HP remaining. He loaded them all in. The medevac pilot was like, if I'm dying, you guys are dying too. Screw that. And they did. They all did. Anyways, no signs of a hatchery going down anytime soon for any base at all for Dimaga. So we can expect, I guess, the last push out coming in for Dimaga very, very shortly. He's not even gonna attempt. He doesn't really have any minerals at all to make that hatchery, as he is still making infestors on the field. He's gonna try his best to go for a push out very, very shortly. We have Zerg on the field right now. Those Zergans getting some damage here, and I think the Zergans should just focus fire on those Marauders, as those Marauders are weak against Zergly. But here we go, the Ultras are gonna come in and push in the commit to this push, I guess. But I don't know though, it doesn't look pretty good right now for Dimaga as of this moment, as he is losing all those Marauders, and those Marauders are gonna try to chase down those Ultralists. The Ultralists are not really good against all of those Marauders. Attack and then drop going down again here for BratOk. Damn, BratOk's just doing pretty good right here on this map, especially on this game. Right now he has complete control of this gold expansion, and he pretty much has the only mining base right here, and Dimaga doesn't really plan on expanding anytime soon, as his money is still quite low, and he's just mining from way off right now to the nearest hatchery. Anyways, the drop again going down right here for BratOk. Yeah, was able to kill up a good couple of those drones right there, so that's actually pretty useful if you think about it. 87 against 106 right now in favor of BratOk. So slowly but surely, BratOk is taking this advantage here for this game right now. This is actually hurting Dimaga a lot. Like, he's not really expanding. He could have just easily turtle it up if you want to. Maybe he can just easily mine from this gold expansion area and not even allow his drones to go to the farthest, to a farther area right here, which is only containing like normal minerals. But anyways, your Zergs are on the high ground again. Oh my god, they're gonna do some massive shell damage and pressure trying to be put up on the high ground. But then again, is it gonna be enough to clean up all of these Zergs? Here the Marauders are gonna go for it. Strong growth landing on all of those units. But then again, it's gonna be enough. Another good bomb growth right there on all of those infestors as well. Very, very nice play. And trade lock 102 against 57 right now. And Dimaga has the GG. Good game by BratOk, taking game number 2 of this best of 3 series. It is now tied up 1-1. We are going on to game number 3. That was actually a pretty good game. Damn, I was surprised he was able to clean things up still, even though Dimagas have very favorable supply lead around 20-minute mark or so. But anyways, game number 2 is done. Game number 3 is on the way in just 1 second, guys, so stick around. We'll be right back.